Hey everyone! If we haven't met before, my name is Elle. This is Ruby, my Subaru Forester that I'm currently living in and traveling around in. In today's video, I'm going to take you through everything that I packed for my very first backpacking trip. If you want to check out the video from last week where I took you through the actual 2 days of backpacking, you can check that out over here, one of those. It was really beautiful. I was at Triangle in Olympic National Park. It was incredible. And yeah, it was my first ever solo backpacking trip. And today I'm going to talk about everything that I packed inside of this bad boy. We're going to go through clothing, all my gear, food and cooking, and then part 4 will be all about how I packed the bag itself. This being my very first backpacking trip, I honestly am pretty proud of myself as far as the packing goes. I had exactly the right amount of food, like the right amount of water, and I used pretty much everything. I think there was I didn't wear my long sleeve wool base layer that I brought in case it got cold. And then, first aid kit, water filter, which are kind of emergency supplies that I would carry regardless. So yeah, I think I did pretty good. So hopefully this video is helpful, and please comment if you have any questions about the specific gear that I'm using or anything else. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, let's get started. it ended up taking me a few times to decide exactly how I wanted to pack and kind of configure everything, so I ended up not filming that just because by the like third or fourth time I packed it, I didn't want to unpack it and show it again. But basically, like I showed, I had that compactor bag on the inside, and I actually used this bottom access pocket that's generally used for sleeping bags. I use it for my bear can instead, and it actually fits perfectly, and that was comfortable for me. That might not work for everybody, but it was a good option for me, like I said. And then the main compartment of the bag had my tent sleeping bag, which was just free packed instead of being in the stuff sack, which is part of why I did the compactor bag, because it is a down sleeping bag, so I have to be careful about it getting wet. And then yeah, just using some of the other pockets. And then I actually put the tent poles in one of these outside pockets, just because it didn't quite fit. And yeah. Everything feels pretty good. It felt really heavy when I was just like picking it up with a hand, but now that it's on, I feel like the weight is distributed really well. My tent and sleeping bag are in here, so I just put an extra really heavy water bottle in there, which honestly is probably more than what the tent and sleeping bag weigh, but just to like put some more weight in there. And yeah, it's feeling pretty good. I'm excited to test it out for real tomorrow, but camped here at Ozette Lake tonight. I think this is the third largest lake in Washington, something like that. Okay, I want to add one more thing before I go today. This is in particular for anybody who has anxiety like I do, or if you're planning your first trip, you're feeling a little bit nervous about making sure that you have everything that you need. The pictures and videos that you see where everything is laid out on that picnic table, I didn't do that for the video. The video idea actually came after. The reason I did that was because I was feeling so anxious about making sure that I had everything, and I had kind of already like started half packing my backpack as I thought of things, and then I got really worried that I would forget something, so I just took everything out, went through my list, made sure I laid it all out for myself, and that gave me a lot of peace of mind, as well as just like kind of looking cool to see everything out like that. But yeah, just a little tip if you're feeling nervous, or if you also have anxiety and want to feel prepared, that might help. I don't know. Give it a shot. Alright, thanks so much for watching the video today. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to talk to you more about gear or trip planning or anything you want to know more about, and I will see you next time.